I know it looks like this video is for kids, but it's not. I mean, serial killers in the background.
But see, if you would come right here and do something cute, that'd be a great intro. That is absolutely perfect. Yeah, that was perfect.
Hello new friends, hello old friends, and welcome to my channel. For those who don't know, my name is May, and for those who do know, well, I successfully cleared out the old stock. So let me explain. I had an excessive amount of content. I had a bunch of candy kits, I had like a bunch of tea leaves that just all kind of piled up, and things started to like expire. So I kind of did like a frantic, do all the videos before I think about anything else. I did a good job. I've got January's Tealy, which will probably be next week. Hopefully my taste buds will be back to normal by then. And I've got a candy kit. But I think I might also have found the Japanese version. So if I could do a side-by-side, that would be awesome. And that's it. That's all the content that I have left. So today is a Baubleburge day. I could do a full studio tour, I guess, but I'd have to clean that, have it swept, and like, there's literally still confetti on the floor. So, we're gonna focus on the Baubleburge. I'll get you guys in closer. Maybe with a transition?
Alright, for the very confused people, this is Baubleburge. It is a random collection of things and toys and bits and bobs and various things that I have collected and or found and or had when I was a small child and have refound. So also ignore, okay, you know what, let's just get the elephant in the closet. It's a mess. It's a closet. Closets are supposed to be messy. So, there you go. You don't have to wonder. Also, say hi to Howie. Okay. No, I don't know why I have a necktie with stickers and, Backstreet Boy. I just do, apparently. Anyway. Baubleburge. Yeah, I don't really know what else to say about it. It stops, in case anyone was ever wondering, it stops here. Technically, the Five Nights at Freddy's locations are not part of Baubleburge, technically. Not that anyone ever cared about that. Oh, I forgot my disclaimer. Okay, hang on. Okay, so this lighting? This lighting. Okay. I know it looks like this video is for kids, but it's not. I mean, serial killers in the background. Another interesting thing about Baubleburge, I don't know if it's interesting, but it's a thing. My shorts series, May's Things, has featured a lot and will continue to feature a lot of the creatures and things here in what I'm calling Baubleburge. I just like how it sounds. Anyway, so right, we're going to start here in the apartment. The apartment was the first part of this insanity. I forget what, I think it's like a sticker set, and I didn't have the other stickers or whatever. So I put this on a shelf, and over time, all of the other little guys that I collected kind of wound up in this little apartment. And after that was full, I added the McDonald's. Okay, this is kind of a bad angle for it, but this is a 1980s or so McDonald's set. This is not part of the McDonald's set. This is part of the Barbie McDonald's set. Anyway, so I'm trying to show you guys inside. Kids today will never understand old school strawberry milkshakes. Like, oh, those things were horrible and awesome, and I loved them. So, showing you the McDonald's. This is like the tray return. There's, hang on. Excuse me, Oscar. Can you even see it? It says tray return. Can you see it? Okay, so I'm definitely gonna have to do a full maze things about the McDonald's. Also, I want to point out that this is from, like, the 80s. It still works. Older stuff is just cooler. Okay. So that's the McDonald's. The next place that we gathered, which came first? I don't remember if the cottage or the farmhouse came next, but the cottage is right here. So this is the Calico Critters Cozy Cottage, I think. I actually bought this as an adult just to have a place to put all of my weird and random little guys. Like weird mama elephant here. I did amaze things on this. Look. This is a child's toy. If I can get the right angle. It's a baby elephant. Creepy. Anyway. I also remodeled the, also remodeled the cottage. I added a wall here. And added a wall here. So, this is the kitchen. And this is the living room. All the furniture came with the set. Bathroom. Got some whales in the tub. I think that's a whale. Might be a dolphin. And a little bedroom. Yep. So that's some, like, just random stuff. And this is the farmhouse. It has been featured in Amaze Things. Like, the front of it and everything, but... Oh yes, this is extremely uncomfortable. Okay, so, there's like a little bedroom here. This bed I had since I was a child, and I think it was a hand-me-down. Even the mattress. Same with the dresser there. And this is the bathroom. I figured that's gotta be how it's set up because of the way the stairs are. The wall is here. So if this was the bathroom, you'd be walking straight into it every time you came up the stairs. So anyway, that's why this decision. I'm literally just rambling. This video is just me pointing the camera at toys and rambling. This is the kitchen. Apparently, this, and I think this, were prizes in, like, tea box. There was like one of the tea bag brands had like a contest or something, or like a collect them all. I'm gonna have to do some research into that. And this is the stove TV, or TV oven stove, TV fire stove. It's a fire. And a stove. And a TV. That is in Amaze Things. And here's the living room. The zombie is in Amaze Things. And the furniture is the same as the bed up on that side. I just had it forever. And there's some just like random foods that I have collected. I can't. This was actually in like a little gachapon. Wait, is that what it's called? Little coin machine things. And then the little honeycomb there. That was in a Peachy Baby slime. And there's like a random tuna onigiri keychain. So that's the kind of stuff that you can expect in Amaze Things. So the next place is the market. I've changed this since last time. I don't remember what all I've changed since the last time I did this. But this is definitely different. I added a fruit stand and also found this random Barbie who's tall enough to work the fruit stand. Yay! So all of the stuff here is from Peachy Baby Slimes. Except for the whole pineapple over there. I made that. I mean, I used a mold. I just don't remember where I got the mold from. But anyway, pretty much everything else is from Peachy Babies. Well, the bowl and the spoon and the knife are Barbie. But anyway. And then next to that is the takoyaki stand. Because we have a takoyaki stand. Why not? Next to that is the fruit market, run by this nature fairy creature. And this is a Little People's farmer and his wife from 85? Also their daughter and son. And very strange angle. And then there's the cake shop, which the cake shop, the vegetable stand, and possibly the takoyaki stand all came in like DIY kit candy making thingies. Words. I know lots of them, but not when I'm actually trying to say them out loud. Anyway. And behind this we've got the highway and the Sentinels, which are in Amaze Things, and Price Mountain, because I think it's funny. And I don't know what Bert is doing, but he's there. And this just kind of trails off into nowhere, because that's how imagination works. So, there's that. And next to that, I'm just trying to cover all the stuff that like I already had before we get into the new stuff. So this is, I call it the condo. It's a cardboard mock-up of a dollhouse my mom was gonna make, and it's just like basic, would this work here? Is this big enough for this kind of mock-up? She made some furniture for it too. The fridge, and the sink, and random snapes. Mom didn't make those. Those just got put there for the sake of not having anywhere else to put it. Oh, and my little loaf of bread that I think oh my goodness, I'm shaking a lot. I think I showed that in some other video, but there were a lot of little like toast in beds and some slime, so I glued them all together and made a loaf of bread. Anyway, this is the living room where there is a Doofenshmirtz. Because where else would you put a Doofenshmirtz? Also a door leading to the Twilight Zone. Because I had one. Incidentally, there is absolutely no rhyme or reason to any of this. And up here we have another room. Mom made the bunk beds, but not the closet. Also, if I do this angle, okay, if you get it, you gotta hit the like button. And if you don't, please hit the like button. So there's that. And then a bathroom. This one has ducks. The other one had a mermaid and a goldfish and a shark. And a goldfish over there. Because why not? And up here are more kind of like random doll things. There's this doll that is actually one of the strawberry shortcake dolls. I did kind of a short about her. And then poor Headless Skipper. I also have a short about her. And this Barbie I unboxed on this channel. And an original Kelly doll. Anyone remember Kelly? I remember Kelly. And the kids that came with the teacher Barbie who came with the talking chalkboard, that's where they came from. And a random Kim Possible. Okay. So there's all that. Some of the new stuff. And now, the new stuff. Ooh, new. So, I added a park. I don't really know what else to say about it. Over here we've got some little dudes hanging out on a bench. We've got Barbie walking a dog. This is Peachy Pond. I don't know if I've done a short about Peachy Pond. I know I've mentioned it in other Baubleburge videos, but this and the pond part was from a candy kit. These are just balled up pieces of paper. The green part is also just paper. And the axolotl and 2 fish charms are from... No! Are from Peachy Baby Slimes. Well, that was a disaster. So yeah, I got this picnic table and pizza. A big Barbie pizza. And you can have like a super meat lovers thingy. And like pepperoni with weird green bits. Anyway. So interchangeable pizza is actually a Barbie thing. And we got Shredder and Nope. Brain gave up. Shredder, that guy, a couple of foot soldiers. And a mouser. Okay, story time. When I was a little kid, my imaginary friend was a mouse. His name was Mousy. And he was one of those, like, cartoon mice, like from Garfield. He and I were watching Ninja Turtles one day, and we were just so traumatized from these mousers. Because, I mean, they're kind of rat-ers, because they focus on rats mostly, but still, it was horrifying. Anyway, next to the mouser are these Halloween fidget toys that I kept from the giant Halloween fidget toy box. I just like them. And of course, there is a new slime river. I forget which of the slimes this is, but it's from Peachy Babies, and then I just left it out to dry. I didn't have anything like on it though, so it's got these like big waves. Whoops. Don't touch things that you haven't actually glued down. Okay. So yeah, it's got these like weird ripples. You can see. So I don't know if that adds to it or not. I've also got a layer of plastic wrap over it. Anyway, so this is a hermit crab moj, and the shark, turtle, and sea cucumber? I think it's like a sea bunny or something. I don't know. Anyway, so those are all Peachy Baby charms. These are stuff that I got from the dollar store. I was just trying to like decorate around the little river thing. I don't know if I like it. I don't know what I would put instead, but I don't know if I like it. But it flows down into this other patch of slime, dried slime. So yeah, the idea, I don't know if it worked, was to look like this, I don't know, almost like a freshwater river was like flowing into the ocean, and it was having like a moment to like mix. I don't know if that's what this conveys. Let me know if that's what you got, or if you just saw dried slime and dollar store stones. And here's a troll. Yes, an actual original troll from the time of the trolls. He's here protecting the bridge that came with the mountain. It's got the road, it's also got a railroad track, so this is the bridge from that. And then we got two Barbies, because I have two Barbie brides, and I don't know. They're looking at the ocean, or something. And I don't even know how long this video is so far. The new stuff. I don't even know where to start with this one. Kitchen, I guess. So this is a Fisher-Price dollhouse, and this guy and that girl over there are the original parents that came with this house, as well as, I'm pretty sure it was this little baby. And that guy and this other doll were add-ons, I think. Anyway, so at the moment, it's currently a cafe-style, kind of outdoor, indoor space. Kind of like a cafe. You come over the bridge, you go straight into the cafe. And it's got, this guy's doing all the stuff. These guys are having coffee and Christmas cakes, I think. Again, a lot of this stuff is just like random. Anyway, I need to show you the other side of this. Hang on. So this is the other side. This is supposed to be the garage of the actual dollhouse. You can see right here, there's the ramp for the car. So there's another table here with guests having coffee and Christmas cakes. I don't know who these people are. They're just random toys that I found around. She looks like she might be some kind of wrestler. And like a soccer dude? I have no idea. Anyway, so that's the cafe. And then pretend there's a wall. Okay, there's a wall there. So you come into the actual home part of the building, and there's a nice little couch. And some really cool decorations that the camera doesn't... I promise it's really cute. And then, back around this side is the living room of the home area. There's the little guy that came with it, and a random Barbie dog. I think it's a Barbie dog. Some cars, and this TV has been featured in A Maze Things. So then from there you come up the stairs to Big Head Baby's room. Big Head Baby has been featured in A Maze Things. Big Head Baby is one of those things that has always existed. Just forever. And there has been debate as to whether or not it is one of the Strawberry Shortcake siblings. I forget. The Strawberry Shortcake ones look almost exactly the same, but they have articulation. Their arms and legs move. And Big Head Baby is just one solid chunk of plastic. I mean, her head moves, but that's it. And she's playing with dolls. That is an original Polly Pocket. Original. Oops. My camera's so excited about it being an original. Also, that Freddy Fazbear is from the claw machine in the McFarlane sets. Which I did a short on, but I don't know if it was A Maze Things. Anyway, this used to light up, and if it had batteries, it still would. I'm not sure where this little dollhouse came from. And then, next to that is the master bedroom. The bed is original, the crib is original, they've been painted. Please don't yell at me in the comments. I know how much they'd be worth if they hadn't been painted. I am not the lunatic that did it. I am the idiot that put the sticker on the floor though. So this is the master bedroom. There's a little bench, bed, dresser, little baby area. Again, these are just like, I think these are all Peachy Baby charms. All of her little toys. I did not mean to zoom in then. Also, we've got an old school camera, a record player that doesn't actually play, but the records are, well, if I had more than one, the record could come off and be changed. Peachy Baby charm. I guess I'll stay on this level and show you the bathroom. Not much to see here. Again, paint has happened. I have no idea what this is. It's just a little fluffy piece of fabric. It looks super cute as a bath mat, in my opinion. And it's got a little toilet that is exactly the same as it always has been. And here on the shelves I just got some random stuff. I got some dehydrated Orbeez in a Barbie cup. I've got some Barbie shampoo. I've got some random in-beds in the dog bowl. And a bottle of perfume. Just actual random bottle of perfume. And finally, the most awkward bedroom to get to. So there's the bunk beds. Those bunk beds are original, but they've been painted, and they can be taken apart so that there are two beds instead of just one. The lamp is from like the dollar store or something. I'm not sure. Mom had some miniatures that she wasn't using, so. And this doll's name is Penny. All the kids in this house have names. I don't want to tell you what they are, but I'll tell you about Penny. Although I'm not sure why I've made Penny a little pyro sitting in her room playing with fire and Disney toys. But hey, why not? And that was everything in the new house. The new bridge. The fancy new ocean. And river. And the park. I don't think a whole lot changed in the condo since last time. But I know I have more guys up here. And again, I don't think I changed a whole lot over here. I may have moved some things around, but nothing major. Mostly I'd focused on the market here. I like the variety of things in the market. I need like a small butcher shop somewhere. I'll work on that. That'll be the next thing. Also this, I don't know what it is or where it came from. It has always existed. It's been like a Barbie comforter. I think it may be homemade. I'm not 100% sure. So there's that. And everybody in the farmhouse. McDonald's. The Sky Cottage. And the apartment. This is the entirety of Baubleburge. You know what, since I have to go past it anyway and I'm still holding the camera. First, danger, danger, warning. The next thing I'm about to show you is incredibly inappropriate. It's not actually inappropriate, but if you're a total prude, you'll probably be offended, okay? Don't be offended. See all this stuff you never actually get to see. This is from one of the horror boxes that I used to open. Yep, just a bunch of stuff. And then you guys can see this shelf in the videos. This is new. This was my grandmother's, and I will tell you all about it next Christmas. And this is my Five Nights at Freddy's stuff. I have the can of Fanta. It fell off the shelf, so now it lives protected by Lefty. And some random toys. Fun fact, I do not have a stuffed representation of my favorite character. I have a bunch of Foxies, though. Not sure why I have a bunch of Foxies. And then down here is my book collection. You can mostly see this from my videos. This book is so messed up. And that's all I have to say about that. And I almost forgot about my Five Nights at Freddy's action figures. And the board game. One of the board games. It is weird to me that Five Nights at Freddy's has board games. The shelf. The shelf. Like I said, there's a short about this, but I don't remember if I labeled it Maze Things. And then this shelf. The shark things have nothing to do with Five Nights at Freddy's. They're just, this is where they live. And then These guys. I was so sad when they came out with these action figures and there was no Mr. Hippo. Who even cares about Pig Patch? Comment below. Do you care about Pig Patch? He's just like the least... I don't know. I wanted a Mr. Hippo. I understand the Rockstar Freddy. I understand the Rockstar Foxy. I even understand El Chip. But if you're gonna give me Orville, why not Mr. Hippo? Anyway, so that's my biggest complaint in the entire world. I have exactly one piece of Mr. Hippo merch. Why? Last FNAF thing. I don't have a Monty. I need a Monty. I also don't have Sun or Moon, who I also need. Also, I got this in one of like the absolute cheapest horror subscription thingies. I think it might have been Bambox. The same subscription box that gave me this also gave me a rock and a button. So that's the quality of the box. But I have this. It was somewhere in the back of the closet. I found it when I was looking for something else. And due to recent developments in the FNAFdom, now he can live here amongst the action figures. Anyway. So that was a video. A video for you. I don't really know what else to say. I think I've said it all. Thank you so much for watching. I know that this isn't my normal content. It's not usually my long-form content. If you enjoyed today though, then please subscribe and you will see the shorts that I put up as often as I do. I want to say once a week. I want to do once a week, but it's usually more like once every other week or so. But I'm gonna work on that. Like I said, if there's anything back here that you would like more information on, let me know. And no, that's not even a face thing. I saw a shadow. Did you guys see it? But it was... Did you guys see it? Anyway, I don't remember what I was saying. Please like this video if you liked this video. Right. If there's something in the background that you want more information on, even if it's that shadow, let me know and I will do a short. Subscribe for more shorts. I think I've done all of the rambling that I need to do. I think. Thank you again so much for watching. Thank you. Okay. Bye! Raph, I see you. We're coming. Eventually. And I'm done this video. So, also, I'm just goofing around. Like, I don't know how to explain it. I'm not playing with these toys, I'm just playing with these toys.